Welcome to another episode of Cosplay Cafe, aka Where in the World is Kelly Guentner? If you can guess where I am, there are no prizes except for internet points and like cool. We have a fantastic guest here tonight, but first, enjoy our rocking theme song. All right, welcome back. I am going to bring in my two lovely co-hosts. First, we have Andrea, aka Media Rise.
Hello, everybody.
I'm going to introduce everyone else since I'm having some audio issues.
Yes, I will add our other lovely Phoenix sister, Miss Crayle.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome. So, do I get to introduce our guest, I guess, today?
You do, which is
As
good.
it is one of my
Over the
besties.
best.
Yes. I hope so. After 5 years of knowing Hunter, we met. Oh, goodness. We met at a birthday party for a little boy dressed as Star Wars characters, and we've been friends ever since. We volunteer together. We judge cosplay contests together. So let's just go ahead. You guys have seen her before, but welcome back, Hunter Chick.
I'm less squeaky this time.
You could have worn the other Akali and been squeaky.
I could have. I really could have, but
It could
that
have been
is
your theme.
a lot more work.
Yes, she's a little more to put on. You went comfy today, which is totally and completely understandable.
I basically went with the tube top and overalls. So,
I mean, hey, sometimes you just want to be comfy.
It is a Friday, so you got to be comfy on a Friday.
Yes, casual Fridays.
Yes.
I mean, that's totally why we scheduled our cosplay podcast for Fridays. It's to be comfortable, right? I mean, I say
it's to work around Andrea's schedule.
I say this as I sit in a wool coat. Also,
yes, you're not cutting out as bad now.
Yeah, and I'm about to say, you and I are completely dressed like in opposite fashion. You're just like all bundled up with your coat on, and I'm just like got some it's like a tank top over here.
A little summer fun happening over there.
Right, I'm ready. I'm ready for it to get warm again. It's too cold right now.
We've got comments coming in. Chris Baristas, I hope I said that right, says hello.
Oh, boyfriend. And I was in private chat, and I was like not seeing any of the comments. I was like, oh, it's really quiet tonight.
Cool Gamer says, I think hello GTSY. Maybe that's hello guys, or maybe it's
hello gutsies.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a new thing.
Fred says, where in the world is Kelly Men San Diego? So if you can only hear the audio, Kelly is dressed up as Carmen San Diego
with lovely background.
Says hello. And also hello to Skylar Productions, who says good evening.
Hi, Willow.
Wow.
Yep, and you all get to, not you three, but you all at home get to try to guess where I am from my background.
As she said, there's no prizes except, I don't know, our love and admiration.
You get a virtual high five.
There we go.
Yes. From my giant hands.
it's like hands in the screen. You don't really need to see us. It's fine. You know what we look like.
You don't need that.
Welcome back, Hunter. We really appreciate you coming in, and you kind of pinch hitted for us because our original guest couldn't make it. He's going to be in 2 weeks, and we're so excited to have you back. We love you.
I'm excited to be back. I've been asking Andrea, I'm like, okay, so When's another opening? When's another opening? Like, I want to get back on it. I had
She always
so
says it very jokingly, like, so when you're going to have me back on? I'm like, let's see what the schedule is because we would love to have you back.
it works out perfectly though, because I'm part Irish. I love the Irish side of me, and it's St. Patty's Day. So, and y'all can't see it, but I am wearing green. It's somewhere.
Is it,
Oh, there it is.
I feel you on the Irish.
Yes.
Very Irish
You're
Catholic
like-
in my family.
Oh, yes.
I'm in a green room. Does that count?
Yes.
Totally counts.
My very green living room.
Happy St. Patty's Day to everyone out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of our Irish and non-Irish friends, we understand if you're not Irish, we forgive you.
But it's still an amazing holiday to celebrate. All the green. I mean, you guys can't see it right now because of my wig, but I have green hair. So
Yeah.
Let's just say
Brian.
Hunter really likes green. Whenever I make anything green, she's like, "Is that mine?"
yeah.
Like,
My galaxy corset is green on the inside.
I lined it on green because that's her favorite color. So I mean, it works. You know, you pick a thing that works for you and you stick with it.
Yeah. Like green and tealish color, like my two faves.
Derek Spicer says, surprise! My power came back on 10 minutes ago. Hello, Gamerinas.
I like that. Game Arenas.
He
Derek
also
always
says
has good nicknames for us.
he does. He's the nickname master. He also says he's colorblind, so he assumes everything is green.
Good.
Oh my God, that sounds like my nephew, because my nephew Philip is colorblind. Green happens to be his favorite color. It's one of the few colors he can see clearly. Maybe that's why it's one of his favorites.
Probably.
My husband is colorblind. He can't see red very well. It's his favorite color. I don't understand, but
So Kelly might look a little off to him right now.
It's like a green screen to him.
He's like, what are you? Oh no, I actually worked with a guy at one time, you know, at Target, we wear the red shirts. And I was saying something when my hair was blue, and I was like, well, obviously blue is my favorite color. He goes, why? And I thought he was joking with me. I'm like, my hair's blue. He goes, I'm colorblind. I'm like, oh, well, now I feel like a jerk.
Oh,
He said his wife always had to make sure he left the house with a red shirt on. I was like, I felt kind of like a jerk then.
At least
speaking of video,
Good. Go ahead.
Oh, we go.
speaking of video games, if y'all didn't know, if you're colorblind and go mess around in your settings, some video games have colorblindness settings, which I think is amazing. Like most of the men in my family are colorblind. My husband is colorblind.
It's becoming more
If
common.
you have children, they're going to end up colorblind.
Or they're gonna be like the total opposite and see like everything in like vivid HDR color.
That's me. So like
Your kids are going to have normal vision. Basic vision.
It's like you get like a like one superpower and then another superpower, and then your baby is just normal.
Or it's like the people that said, what if a mermaid and it was a mermaid and a centaur, or not a centaur, a minotaur had a kid,
Yes.
and they just got the human half.
I actually saw it's like a comic strip, and it was like AA, but it was for like monsters, and this seemingly just human woman is like pushing her brother into this AA meeting, or I guess MA meeting, Monsters Anonymous, and he had like both, like it was like a minotaur and a mermaid, but she comes in and she's asking about it, and they're just like, this is for monsters. You are obviously not a monster. And she goes, oh, well. And she like pushes him in, and he's like, so our father was a minotaur and our mother was a mermaid, but he got both and I got the two other. And they're just like,
Just look like a basic human. Oh, that would suck to be born of a mythical thing and then look like a basic human.
just be some guy.
Because let's be honest, we all wanted to be a unicorn at some point in our lives.
yeah.
I think Crayle still wants to be a unicorn.
You don't understand. There's an event that travels around the country called Unicorn World that I just found out about that Kelly and I are going to go to in May in costume. It's it's clearly like designed for smaller kids. They have like face painting, but they have giant life-size, like horse-size and pony-size animatronic unicorns that move their heads and tails. And you go in and pose for pictures with them. And then they also have like rides and games and a unicorn store. I don't know. I just want to go hang out with unicorns
And like I said, who's
All
to
day.
say that it's only for children? Because adults are allowed to indulge and enjoy that kind of stuff too. If you like your unicorns, like your unicorns, man.
I would say you should probably go steal Lindsay's unicorn cosplay.
Yes,
blow up.
our friend Lindsay. There's a video of her driving her convertible in her inflatable unicorn outfit, so the head's just like flopping.
I love that so much.
She also wears an inflatable Pikachu a lot. She is a walking anime character and is precious.
She really is.
Olivia Zandrite says, I still want to be a mermaid. Ditto.
Same.
And the thing is a lot of people now can because you can buy the really good swim tails.
Just please.
We know a lot of mermaids too.
Lessons. Please get some.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was a swim instructor and a lifeguard for like 10 years, and so like I stress about like make sure you know how to swim though because those are difficult to swim in.
Great. If you don't know how to swim, sit on the side and take your pretty pictures. You don't get in the water with them. You don't suddenly learn how to swim just because you have a mermaid tail.
No, really? That's
If
disappointing.
Which means I would sink like a rock if I put one on. So it's okay.
I also really, really, really want to get a centaur costume so I can have apple bottom jeans and
Boots with the fur.
boots with the fur and
I'll be staring at you.
the Reeboks with the straps and
Baggy sweatpants.
baggy sweatpants. But that would be such an expensive costume just for a joke.
Yes.
But that is my dream costume. That is my dream build. Okay.
I love it.
I see the people that build the centaur bodies, and some of them even have them where like they're rigged to like the legs move with their front legs, with their like their human legs. It's so weird. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of engineering that is not my forte.
It just makes me think of this one cosplayer that I follow, and I'm a little biased because like obviously like I am just obsessed with Halo. And they do like elites and stuff, and that's how they do their legs and everything. And it's just because obviously like the jackals and stuff are like a lot taller than your average human, and so it's just like it's always incredible how they do that. I'm just like, if I had the time, the money, and the resources for that.
That's every cosplayer's line. If I had the time and money.
We have more comments. Olivia Zandrite says, yes, I would love those. Talking about the mermaid tails. I would have to brush up on my swimming, LOL. And regarding the centaurs, your pal Palpatine says, the problem with the centaur costume is if you try to speak, you're a little hoarse.
We love you, Fred. We love you.
I love puns so much. Like,
oh, well, he's going to keep you on your toes with them tonight. He is very good at them.
Well, I am sitting like on my legs, so I'm already on my toes. Because my chair is like just too short. Because I haven't gotten my gaming chair yet. And I keep talking about getting a new gaming chair. So it's a basic like computer chair, but it's like this much too short for my my webcam. And so like half the time when I'm gaming, like I've been like crisscross applesauce.
Aww. That's the way I sit most of the time anyway, so it's fine.
It's just I wish this was a little bit comfier seat though.
We'll get you there. It's another one of those, if I had the money.
Yep. And I had to stop being so choosy and actually just pick one.
That too.
Let's see. Video game wise, you mentioned Halo. And I'm just sitting here like most of my video game knowledge, it's like I get really into a show or a movie adaptation and then go, oh, maybe I actually want to play that game now. Like I have The Witcher 3 because of the TV show and stuff. So I've watched the Halo TV show, which I actually really liked. And like so many of the video game fans were like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, well, I didn't play the games. So
I'm so sorry for you.
You're allowed to like things though without knowing about the source material. Sometimes that's
very true.
Oh yes, very very true. I do agree with that. But as like a very
you kind of have to give that I'm so sorry for you thing, even though you're like, you know what, enjoy it if you like it, but you're like, oh sweet baby.
Yeah, because like I've played I've played the games, I'm reading the books, like I'm even rereading some of the books, so it's just like I'm just like, no, please don't.
Maybe I should. Do they have audiobooks for it?
Mm-hmm. They do.
Thomas Guentner says Brazil.
He got my background right before I
Yeah.
changed.
Oh, I
you
was
were
like,
Rio.
what does
Well
Brazil have
done.
anything
Well
to do with
done,
That was
Halo?
the-
What?
Christ the Redeemer
now-
was behind you.
And now I'm somewhere else.
Mhm.
Kelly's skipping through space and time over here.
I am.
Derek Spicer says Hunter should cosplay as a hunter from Halo.
I would be down for that because hunters are one of my favorite species in the Halo world. Halo
Hunterception.
Is that where you got your username?
No, it actually is not. Actually, surprisingly, it is not. No, I actually used to be a hunter in high school when I first made my my gamer tag. This is when I actually had my own Xbox and everything. It was like I was a very proud purchase. And then I stopped hunting, and it was just kind of like, well, should I change it? Then I'm like, well, but everybody knows me as Hunter Chick. Everybody calls me Hunter. Then I was like, well, I do main the Hunter class in a lot of games, so I'm just like, it just kind of works out. Plus, everybody knows me as Hunter, so it's like I can't change it now. I have been Hunter Chick for
A long time.
a very long time.
Oh no, we were even at the con because in face to face, I use Hunter's real name. But somebody literally like 2 booths down said the word Hunter, not even referring to her, and she goes, "What?"
Like,
she's like,
you
she's
ready?
like, oh, they're not calling me.
It's like, oh, my bad. But yeah, it is really funny if I am in a gaming setting, a cosplay setting, any type of nerd setting where it's not like a personal friend or family or like something non-nerd related. Like I always answer to Hunter in any nerd situation, and if they use my real name, I just don't even hear it. I'm just like, I am only Hunter in this setting.
Unless it's me, because I'm like, hello, hey,
Yeah.
right here.
Basically.
Just because I've known you, I was introduced to you by your real name first, and then your username. So, but yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I apparently stirred up the comments. Chris says, even then, the Halo show is below mid. Well, not everything I like has to be good. I don't.
Oh no, we like some pretty
I don't
crappy
have the
stuff, y'all.
context.
I was going to say, there's a lot of movies that I love that everybody's like, that is like the worst movie ever. I'm just like, I thought it was like really cool. I liked it.
You can
That's how I feel
crappy
about the
stuff
Birds of
too.
Prey movie, and y'all can fight me if you
What
don't
movie?
like it. The Birds of Prey movie.
I've not
love
seen it.
the Birds of Prey
I still
movie.
haven't
You need
watched
to
it.
watch it. It was so good.
And I love the comics. And it's different from the comics, yes, but I love it for what it is. Fight me.
Skylar Productions says, I watch my husband play video games more than I play it. That's me too. That's why I'm cosplaying a Far Cry character tonight. Is
I
because
like
he
watching
played
people
through
play. It's
so many
fun.
times that I was just like, oh yeah, he's like, make sure you tell them to keep the rifle by their side. And I'm like, I could not have forgotten. Like I'm hearing it's like Joseph Seed preaching in the background behind me. And I've never even played it. So
Well,
the
if you
last
wanna
game
watch-
Willow played.
So if you want to watch somebody else play, I do stream. Same. What side is this on? Right
There you
here.
go.
Same username, obviously. It's my
Mhm.
username for everything.
Okay, this pun of Fred's is a deep cut, and I love it. He said he would comment on the Birds of Prey movie, but he wouldn't want to lose face. If you've seen the movie, if you know, you know.
I was like, I haven't seen the movie, but I know.
That was good. That was well done, Fred. This is why we love you.
Way to make me
Oh, we
feel
love Fred.
uncomfortable about the fact that I've got a little bit of a runny nose, Fred.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Ooh, hold on. Oh no, I can't click on comments to highlight them. Can I? Never mind.
Oh,
Just who are you trying to talk
keep
to?
going.
I would say the one after Skylar's. I like that comment. Like second comment. That
That's
one.
Derek Spicer says, Forward Unto Dawn was a better show than the Halo TV abomination.
Speaking of Forward Unto Dawn, sorry, nerding out like crazy with the Halo talk.
It's okay.
So I do the mega constructs for the Halo stuff, and obviously I have the needler up there, and where'd I put it? Oh, here it is on this side. I haven't built it yet, but I just got it today. I have the sword. But today I just bought the mega constructs Forward Unto Dawn. I'm gonna have to like rearrange my whole entire apartment just for all my Halo stuff.
It's okay. See, that's my collection of Storm and Captain Marvel. I have so much stuff for them. I'm like, I need a room just for that stuff. So I get it. You find what you love and you stick with it.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
And
that's why we're all still cosplaying. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm. David McDonald says, Kelly San Diego is staying one step ahead of us. Just a reminder, you get internet coolness points if you can identify where Kelly San Diego is.
Virtual high
Does
five.
anyone have a guess about this backdrop? I'll give you a hint. It's appropriate to today.
I was about to say, it looks like Ireland to me.
It's Ireland.
I realized
Is it Blarney Castle? I know that's on a cliff, right? No, it's on a hill.
It's Northern
not a
Ireland.
cliff, so.
I'm not sure which castle.
So like it's an Irish castle.
Pretty one.
Blarney Castle's
Close
on a hill,
enough.
not a cliff.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Your pal Palpatine says, let's see a snot bubble. Absolutely not. I would like to keep my face on my skull.
Oh my gosh.
I can put the pictures up of my nephew blowing bubbles. If he really wants to see bubbles, he can see a little 5-month-old blowing bubbles.
Yes. He is precious. My mom would be okay with that.
He's about to be 6 months old, but you know.
Yes, we love you, Willow. Those fight scenes were beautiful. Willow says she likes the Birds of Prey. Skylar Productions says she likes the Birds of Prey movie too. It is greatly underappreciated. Yes, the fight scenes are well choreographed.
They really, really were. I'm a sucker for like a fun to watch fight scene, regardless of what else is going on. Honestly,
Oh yeah.
Like if I hadn't liked the Daredevil Netflix shows, which I did very much, I would have still watched. Like I would have been hitting YouTube to check out the fight scenes because there's
that hallway fight scene.
Mm-hmm.
They should have won awards for the cinematography of that fight scene alone, just because it was gorgeous.
You know what the cool thing about video games is? You get to play those fight scenes.
Yes, without actually having to get beat up.
Exactly, and you can respawn if you do get beat up.
Yeah, you don't walk away bruised unless you're me, who had a problem with throwing controllers when I used to have a short temper playing games.
I was about to say I'd get a bruise just from running into my coffee table by walking to my couch to play a video game. So
that's why we play video games, is so we don't get beat up.
I have accidentally bruised myself playing Animal Crossing because I was like, oh, shooting star, and then hit my elbow on something. So
that is the most Crayle thing you've said yet.
Even Animal Crossing can damage you.
So Derek Spicer says, I cherish our friendship, Kelly, so I shall bite my tongue on Birds of Prey. Smart. I will say, okay, well, we don't have time for this, but
but we do.
I could do a whole hour-long rant on the things they got wrong, especially Cassandra Cain.
It just wasn't. They should have just given that kid. They could have literally credited that character as "Hey Kid," because that's what they called her, and it would have been so much better. It would have been so much less disappointing for everybody.
I know. Cassandra Cain is my favorite Batgirl. And
she is an amazing one.
No, we can't go down this road.
We don't have time. But we do have time.
So we're going to have another one about Birds of Prey.
Apparently. Yeah. But we do have time to say hi to Garrett, who says, hey, y'all, hope you're all having a great evening. We're sitting here watching you all and basketball, and I'm playing arcade games all at the same time.
Ooh,
Garrett, that takes
your
talent,
ADHD
Garrett.
brain is all over the place.
Say hi to Nikki, too.
Garrett is tying into the theme nicely if he's playing arcade games. Well done, sir.
Mm-hmm. And Chris says, haha, Birds of Prey. There were Birds of Prey in it. I thought it was just a Harley movie. And it was.
Wasn't it called Birds of Prey in the emancipation of
Harley Quinn or something?
Fabulous Emancipation of Harley Quinn or something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
And
it was a long title.
They shortened it to Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey because DC realized it was more marketable that way. Which
yeah.
After they had already released merch for the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
DC is they comics good, movies and shows iffy.
So. It's a shame that I'm not still doing drunk comics because the episode I would do on that.
Mhm.
You could do it today.
Yeah.
The day is right for it.
No, but we yes, if we have an episode where I'm the guest, it's gonna be Birds of Prey themed. Sorry, Andrea.
That's okay. I'll come up with something for it. I
Um,
need to expand into the DC universe anyway.
you do Catwoman, that would count.
I could do that again. I have wanted a Black Canary costume though, because I still want to do her the bombshell Black Canary.
We still have to do our DC bombshells.
Yes, you
should.
can do
We were
one.
going to do the Marvel bombshells. That's what it was. We were going to do Marvel bombshells.
Because I thought you were going to join me and Robin and Sierra since we already have ours.
Yep, I'm going to do Kitty Pride.
Yes, that's gonna be adorable.
It'll be fun. I haven't worn mine. Oh God, I haven't worn my bombshell in a year since we did the bombshell episode with Robin and Sierra on. I might fit in it better than I used to.
There we go.
I need to get together in the same state with you all and wear my
Yes.
Black Widow bombshell because I have not actually worn that to a con,
Yeah,
and I
we need to.
quite
Wait,
like
did you say
that.
Black Widow bombshell?
She did one. She did one for the episode. And she did a Black Widow bombshell.
I
And
love
we did some
it.
pictures
I
in
have
it.
a picture to pop it on the screen, even though it's not in theme.
Who cares?
Yeah, but I cosplay as Black Widow too, so it's theme enough.
When do we ever stay on theme? We were talking about unicorns and mermaids earlier.
I mean, yeah.
And Senators, don't forget them too.
Yes, and
Also-
Hunter, by the way, your Black Widow is like my favorite costume of yours. Your Black Widow is the best.
I love it. I'm bringing her out in what, like a month and a half?
Yeah, we're gonna do. We have a event we do actually with DL Memphis and the Geek Gumshoe will be there. It's the Carl Perkins Center event for the prevention of childhood abuse. So
Oh, nice.
yes, so we'll be there with a couple of our cereal box friends and some of our Cosplay Memphis friends. So it's an awesome cause and it's a great event. So it's gonna be super cool.
Very nice. I am also going to grab, while I'm on our cosplay page, I'm going to grab a couple pictures of Crayle and me doing our Birds of Prey movie version of Harley and Dinah.
Since it
Show
came
off.
up.
Just show them off. It's fine.
Well, in the meantime, we've got comments. Garrett says, love the Needler in the background. Haven't played Halo in quite a while. Lately, it's mostly Final Fantasy, was that 14, Yakuza, and Pinball.
Very nice. And thank you.
Derek Spicer says he'll come as Deathstroke if we all get together and do DC stuff.
I was say like a bombshell Deathstroke, or
I mean,
you know what? If
because I know
wants
my
to
boyfriend
go
would do
for
a
it.
bombshell version.
Okay, now I want to see what a bombshell Deathstroke would look like. So fan artists, get on that.
All I'm thinking about is the Deadpool that we judged at the cosplay contest this past weekend. He walked in because his wife went in before him, and he came in with her purse on his wrist afterwards, and we made him go on stage with the purse and everything.
He pulled it off perfectly. Like
He went
knew
on our
he
best
was
exhibition
exactly
because he was so perfect. He played the role so well.
Then that's why he got what do we give him?
Exhibition.
Exhibition.
He was the best exhibition. Yeah.
Garrett also says that Nikki says hi too. Hi, Nikki.
Aww, we love you, Nikki.
Willow at Skylar Production says, I still would love to do a superhero roller derby group, which I would also love.
That would be fun.
I'd be
I've
down.
I have a friend that I work with that actually is in the roller derby. She does roller derby.
I know people in roller derby. Well, I used to. I don't know if they're still in it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Willow says
yeah.
Dazzler would be fun to turn into a roller derby character. I
mean,
agree.
she's the disco queen that was on roller skates at one point in comics. So why not just go into the roller derby next?
And Derek has a question for our guest. He wants to know, no particular reason I'm asking this, but what is Hunter's favorite assassin from Assassin's Creed?
That's really difficult. I mean, I love the classic, like, Ezio and Altair. And I have Connor's. I have like a $10 costume, but it's Connor. But I'm gonna have to go with Ezio or Altair. Like, I don't know. I love the classics when it comes to stuff, like especially when it comes to video games. You can't beat the classics.
The ones that
Except for the fact
paved
that
the
they don't
way
climb
for
up
the
a wall.
others.
I have almost thrown a controller because Ezio and Altair, and really any of the assassins don't like to climb up walls the way you want them to climb up a wall. And they like to jump off the wall. And you're just like, no.
They don't
You know
listen.
who's better at climbing walls and mountainsides than the assassins in Assassin's Creed? The horses in Skyrim. Just
I was about to say, I was like, we're in the mountains over here with Kelly. I was like, is it Kelly?
Right? Like, she's over there.
Misty Mountains over
Am
here.
I allowed to
Yes,
guess?
by the way, here's a better view. Oh, my
Oh, wait,
cheek.
you're
better view.
You're at home.
I'm at home. You got me. You got me.
Carmen
I
never
guess?
left home.
All right, so here's our pictures.
Love it.
Yeah, Crayle especially looks adorable as Harley. And here's my bombshell, Black Widow. I had so much fun putting this together.
It was
So I totally got the idea from Andrea and Robin's and Sierra's group. I was like, yes. I was like, do you guys mind if I take this idea and do a Black Widow version? Obviously they didn't. And so I was like, yes, I
the
had
more the merrier.
I had most of the stuff at home. I was like, I'm just gonna do it.
I love the spider bites too.
Thank you.
Like I thought that was done very well. Love it.
Thanks.
I mean, Black Widow, if she's going to be a bombshell, she is going to accessorize. Let's just be honest.
But in a practical way.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Well, and I put the pearls in because her very first appearance, she had like a dress and she had pearls like that. And so I like had to borrow the pearls from my mom, who lives next door. So it's helpful.
Like, Mom, need some jewelry.
Well, we are past our halfway mark. Are we ready to do our cosplay catwalk and then show off our guests' photos?
Oh gosh. I can't do a catwalk, but I can stand on my gaming chair.
Don't fall, please.
That's fine. Too. Yeah, as much fun as I had creating or like building this needler, I don't want to do it again. I have another one to build and then another one on the way to build. I used to love Legos when I was a kid, so this is just like.
Oh, I still love Legos. Who are we kidding?
I mean,
you never outgrow Legos.
Legos, they're just a different brand, basically.
Oh yeah.
Well, I can't get up too much, and I'm probably gonna look like I'm teleporting again. So
you being
I'll do my best.
Yeah. Like on the
I'm
other world.
too sexy for my costume. I'm too sexy for my costume. This is the most awkward catwalk I've done yet.
Because they're all really smooth and not awkward.
I mean, yeah. At least I'm not flashing anyone this week.
This week.
Yeah, the night's so young.
It's the night's young. It's St. Patrick's Day. Who knows?
Well, I was flashing people at the last con when I was dressed as Mimikyu, and it was just basically a poncho, but I had like a t-shirt and like leggings on underneath. Well, Andrea kept forgetting I had like a full outfit on underneath, and it had Usagi on it. For those who don't know, that's Sailor Moon. And so I would show people because there was a Sailor Mercury there. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love Sailor Moon. And I just lifted up my Mimikyu poncho, basically. Showed her my Sailor Moon shirt. And Andrew's like, what are you doing? She's like, stop.
She's an adult. It was fun though because there's pictures of her. She like hunkered down inside it, and so it's just like all around her. You don't see her legs because she's kneeling on the floor.
Well, we'll continue with the catwalk in a second, but Chris is worried he's being ignored because he spoke ill of the Halo show and Birds of Prey. And you're not, Chris. We just like are trying to maintain one last shred of the show schedule, and we'll get back to you. We promise.
Oh no, we will.
Because I want to get
there's no whales here.
I want to get back to his question.
Okay. Chris is an actor, so the attention needs to be on him. So that's my boyfriend. I get to pick on him.
He told me he was going to be the next Megan Fox, y'all. So
he really will be.
I'm holding him to that when he promised me he was going to be the next Megan Fox. So
we need his autograph. So what you're saying is he needs to be on the show.
He does cosplay a little bit.
He does. And actually, he was in a film that's supposed to be releasing later this year, and he got to keep his costume from it. So if you want to do like a cosplayer turned actor kind of theme. I don't know, something like that. And I think he would love to be on the show.
He's a character.
Cosplay
Oh,
as
yeah.
Norman Reedus.
There you go.
All right, who's next for the catwalk?
I'll go next. All right. I'm too sexy for my cosplay. I have cool props that are cooler than my actual costume.
Your props are pretty awesome.
Her props could cause damage.
You know, it's not loaded, so it could.
I said
cause
could.
damage, actually.
Well, actually, it could cause damage because you could just chunk it at somebody, and it would still hurt.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. You know, when you run out of bullets, you pistol whip people. It's just.
I mean, yeah.
You know, yeah.
I mean, that's what you do in video games. You run out of bullets, you just start hitting them with your gun.
It's appropriate.
Even when you have bullets, you still hit them with your gun.
Yep,
because you don't want to waste bullets.
Exactly.
I had more fun this time with the Molotov cocktail because guns with my cosplays, I love getting to use them for that purpose, but like I don't usually have a Molotov cocktail, so I'm just like, ooh, I feel
that's a new problem.
If you have a problem, you throw a Molotov cocktail at it, and then you have a different problem.
Yes.
I actually have a wine bottle. I have a wine bottle tumbler that says, wine is the solution. Wait, what was the problem? Like, there was like, wine is the answer. What was the question? Something like that. That's what that makes me think
of. Love that.
It works. I guess I'll get up and go next. Y'all have seen this one.
Go for it, Andrea.
I'm going to try to.
My princess.
Andrea is too sexy for her peach costume. She's too sexy.
My little pink.
I love the pink.
And I did not put the shoes on for this because no one's
I'm barefoot. I'm straight up barefoot.
I'm barefoot too.
They're like half a size too small.
In case the ATF is watching, it's not a real Molotov cocktail.
It's absolutely not. It is regular Alabama style whiskey with a piece of t-shirt like near the lid.
You could have just said it was apple juice.
Yeah.
I mean,
we believe you. We believe you.
Yeah.
All right, go Hunter.
Yeah.
Go Hunter.
Sorry, I was reading ahead on the comment. Chris's movie is based off of a video game. Actually, a video game series and a book from like the 1980s, I think. So yeah,
just tell us the name of it. Yeah,
I could just do that. It's Stalker. So it's like it's Stalker, but with like the periods in between. And there's like it's a PC game. I don't know if it's on consoles or anything, but actually, for when before it comes out, I'm gonna start streaming the game and have him on as a guest, and hopefully I can get some of the others on as guests too, so that when the movie comes out, you know, it can transition into that. So yeah, all right.
I love this idea.
I'm going to attempt to do this. So I'm Akali. I'm the True Damage Akali version. So from League of Legends, for those who can't tell what I am when I stand up and try not to fall. But yeah, so this is my outfit. I love the orange and more green. I love camo. So, but yeah,
Hunter is too sexy for her cosplay.
There's a tag too. See, I bought this. I did not make this. And a gas mask.
That was perfect when she was wearing it at cons that you had solar masks out. She was just walking around with a big old gas mask on.
I was like, I'm prepared. Boom.
She's like, nothing's getting me.
Mm-hmm. It actually has like so this actually goes up higher, but like it actually has hooks, so you can put it on. It doesn't want to work with me because I think part of it's broken, but it usually works though.
Right. Talking about the game / movie, your pal Palpatine asked, "Oh, the one about Chernobyl," which Chris answered, "Yes, the Chernobyl one," and said that Stalker 2 is going to be on consoles. So I guess everybody keep an eye out for that.
Yes,
sounds interesting.
I've seen gameplay of it and it looks fun. So it kind of almost has like, now I haven't seen like completely played, but it almost has like a Fallout feel to it. I don't know about like the collecting like everything you can find, including bottle caps, but like that the dystopian kind of look. So, well, I guess if you guys know about Chernobyl, it's about like basically if Chernobyl had like paranormal happen with it. So,
ooh,
yes. So like
David,
that's, like,
you should
Chernobyl.
comment the name of that movie we watched that was like ghosts, but also technology in the military setting that I can't remember the name of. But people who like that should watch this movie once my husband reminds me what it's called.
Nice.
We watched some paranormal movie and it was like a comedy, but it was like really good. It was surprisingly good. Do you remember the name of that, Chris? Because
You're both okay, significant others. Give us
right?
titles.
Significant others have better memories than we do. I can look it up because it had, what is it, John Heder? I think that's his name. The guy from Napoleon Dynamite. It had him in it.
Oh, yeah. Also, we need to address this. So, does anyone else feel like superhero movies are more focused on quantity rather than quality nowadays? Yes, thank you.
Some of them, yeah.
Some of them are still good.
Yes,
I don't feel.
Oh yeah, but
I don't feel like it's the writers and directors wanting to give up on the quality. I feel like it's the production studios saying, "Well, we need to put out a summer and a holiday hit every single year, whether it's ready or not." And they all have to go in this certain order because like,
and I don't fault anybody for liking them, but there's some that I'm just like, nope. Well, I know a lot of people, I know a ton of people liked Love and Thunder. I absolutely hated it.
I still have yet to watch that. There's so many MCU guys.
Absolutely hated Love and Thunder. It made me angry.
Not gonna lie, I kind of got a bad taste for MCU when they made Hela Thor and Loki's sister.
Yeah, I just tried to just like me right now with my love of the Shadow and Bone and Six of Crows books with the new season of the show out. I'm having to remind myself, yes, this part is from the book, this part is made for the show, so I have to try and, as an avid reader, separate myself from them. So I try to go, well, this is just a different universe for Marvel. Or this is a different storyline made for this. Sometimes it's really difficult. Sometimes you want to scream.
That Ghost movie with John Heder, it's a Ghost Team.
Okay.
It kind of looks like Ghost Tram, but it's Ghost Team, I promise. It's actually really good.
Fred, it very much did. As somebody who loves Jane Foster extremely, extremely deeply, like here's my helmet still. That movie upset me. I'm also not a fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. So
Fred says Andrea sounds like that movie really got your goat.
So probably
my brother Brad almost walked out of that movie. He said if he didn't have something in his car to give me, he would have walked out of that movie. My brother's never walked out of a movie.
So were Natalie Portman's CGI arms as bad as everybody was saying they were?
That wasn't my complaint at all. Like,
no, my complaint was that they made Jane useless.
Oh well, yeah, but
and her cancer was a joke. Basically, it kind of came across as a joke more than she's dying from cancer, and every time she picks up Mjolnir, it makes it worse.
Yeah,
it was played as just whatever. She's got cancer. I'm like, that's not the story,
huge.
and
like that's a really
and
big deal.
Thor's nothing but a himbo now, and it kind of upsets me.
I mean, I hate to say this. I'm sorry, but they're using Chris Hemsworth for that. And like all these girls are fawning over Chris Hemsworth. So it's like, oh, we're just going to make him like this now because that's what the ladies want. It's like, but nerdy ladies would rather him be closer to what the comics are. But actually,
we want the comics, guys.
Right?
Like, it doesn't have to be frame for frame, but if you could,
God, no.
To just get a little closer.
Right. Don't
veer back a little bit.
So far out in left field. Like, stay on our hemisphere, please.
As I said, one of my other big complaints with Love and Thunder before we get onto a really bad tangent. If you're called Gore the God Butcher, I should be absolutely terrified of you. I wasn't. I just wasn't.
What's his name?
Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
wasted Christian Bale.
I was just like,
But like I said, if somebody else enjoyed it, that's great. I'm glad they did.
Oh, yeah.
I did not.
The movie I was talking about earlier that's like ghosts in like a near future.
Isn't that a game?
Spectral.
Is that on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. So it could be based on a game.
It's on that list, not my game list.
But,
it's in my
okay.
Netflix.
Yeah, but it's really good. It's like
so many lists.
Near future, high tech, military setting that reminds me, like, it has the same feel as I love post-apocalyptic films, and it's got that same feel because it's got this like near future grim thing going for it, and it was
Nice.
really good.
I love paranormal stuff.
Yeah,
And it's fun. Actually, earlier tonight, Chris and I started Ghost Watchers. It is very similar to Phasmophobia for all you video game nerds out there. So we also have Phasmophobia. It just Ghost Watchers downloaded first, and Phasmophobia was not downloaded yet.
And we are at 10 minutes to 9 already, or 10 minutes to the hour. So we should go through pictures.
Yes.
we really should. The comment I had on screen, if you're only listening to the audio, was Derek Spicer saying Phase 4 had no good movies sans Spider-Man. Fight me. And if I could remember what's in what phase, I might agree, I might not. But Spider-Man, the most recent one that I just forgot the name of because I have Into the Spider-Verse stuck in my head instead.
Oh, No Way Home.
Yes, No Way Home.
So good.
I was expecting, because I knew there was a lot of fan service in it, for it to be very puffy. And instead, I felt like the fan service just fit in really well.
Yeah.
It's how you do fan service.
Yeah.
All right, so we going into pictures now, I guess, before we all go on more tangents.
We better.
Also, Into the Spider-Verse 2 is coming out soon, and also shout out
can't
to Robbie Rodriguez and Rico for creating those characters. By the way,
Those guys are super freaking cool. They were here a couple years
signed
ago.
my shoes.
They signed her chucks to her Spider-Gwen costume. Super cool guys.
Yes.
Okay, which of us is driving for the picture?
Follows me.
I'll drive for the pictures.
Thank you.
So
Robbie still follows me. I still have to follow.
Okay, these are our submissions because they uploaded.
We gotta do.
them.
It's okay.
There's one that was between Hunter's pictures that wasn't Hunter. I don't know why. It broke up like her Tomb Raider pictures.
Yeah, the picture management and the service that we use, like, we use a very great service called StreamYard, but sometimes it's a little hard to see what's going on while you're actively in the show. So,
and especially when I literally saved them in an order and then it goes, nope, I want to put them in here in this order.
My order's better.
Anyway, yes,
I think it has a reason for doing that, but
I don't know what it is. There we are. There you are.
So that's
Mo's.
So that's Mo's from Borderlands. I bought this cosplay off of somebody I know, and so I did not make any of it. I wish I had, but no.
We're getting there.
Yeah, slowly but surely. Borderlands is one of my favorite games. Actually, Gage is my favorite character, but Mo's is a very close second. It was a lot of fun being in that cosplay, and there is a lot more parts to that cosplay than you even realize. Like, I have a tub just for that cosplay, and the gun does not fit in it. So
of course,
that is a Nerf gun that folds up. So
my guns never fit in the tub for the costume,
and that thing weighs like if you're just holding it, it's not heavy. But if you walk around like an all-day con in that thing, your arm gets tired.
I believe.
Oh yes, and shout out to my boyfriend Chris for taking the most pictures and editing them. Yep, that's me. And I actually had Chinese or Japanese or whatever, and I had Panda Express tonight, so it's kind of funny. It's like whenever I am in this outfit, I feel like I have to go get like chopsticks. So,
it's adorable. It's a really cute picture.
One of my friends was like, "Hey, I have an idea for a picture," and I was like, "Okay." So. But yeah, that's that's the whole getup for this. I just didn't want to add all the extra like 12 bracelets to it. So
don't blame you.
Or the shoes. So but yeah, that's me what I'm wearing tonight. So
with the full mask.
Yes, with the full mask. So that's a Collie True Damage.
And it looks lovely.
You really look great.
And this is my KDA Collie. So I don't know what he's going as now, but last time it was press pause images. He edited this, and this was a fun shoot as well. So again, this is my KDA Collie. He did obviously he did the whole dragon in the back, but like he did the shading and the glow and everything. So it looks really cool. And that's
the dragon was actually there. Just don't lie. The dragon was really there. Yeah. You're just powerful.
Pet dragon. So, but this is one of my right. It's one of my favorite pictures, and this picture was actually in one of the cosplay magazines. I was the back cover. So
wow, congrats!
Very cool.
And so Nanosuit Diva is one of my favorite costumes for Diva. I am an Overwatch girl, and I am a Diva main. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. I really hate that they nerfed her, but ironically. But she is actually a cosplay that I'm in the works for. I need to buy her. So I used to have like the red, like auburny hair that she had wearing the suit, but I don't have that anymore because it's teal. So I gotta get a wig for that. So but I'm excited to debut that one day.
Let me click the next one. There we go.
And that's another one of my my KDA colleagues. But this one is Big Duo 84 on Instagram. He's the one who took this picture.
We actually shared a picture of him in cosplay last time. He was with Sarah. He was Jet Black from Cowboy Bebop. Yeah. So he's also a photographer.
Yes. And this was like an impromptu kind of a photo shoot at a convention. So, but I thought these came out really cool. And unfortunately they aren't ready yet, but we did another photo shoot with this, but it's like all like black light and stuff. And he bought like black light bubbles and stuff. It's going to be so cool. And this is another one of my mows. My boyfriend Chris did the editing for this one. I think this one came out really cool.
That looks amazing. Good job, Chris. Good job, you too.
And it was an app on his phone, I think, that he did all that on. So I was like super impressed.
A phone app?
The phone app, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
My Lara Croft. So, and the cool thing is this is like just a basic like tank top and like cargo pants cosplay. And I added like the towel wrap thing. And he provided, this is Eastgate Art. He's another photographer I've worked with. He provided the bow because I only have a compound bow. So I couldn't really use that in a photo shoot and have it drawn like for the whole day. That would have killed my arm. So, but I thought these edits came out really cool too. And I'm also replaying through the Tomb Raider series on Twitch right now on Tuesdays.
Nice.
Then another one of my Lara. I thought this is one of my absolute favorite cosplay pictures. I know it doesn't look super cosplay. It looks more like a competition photo, but it's just a gorgeous picture of me. I'm sorry. I'm like not trying to sound conceited, but I usually hate my pictures, and I love this.
You're allowed to say that.
That happens to me too. Yeah. My profile photo on my Facebook right now is me as Ramona Flowers, but I'm just in a swing from the waist up, so it just looks like if I had blue hair.
Yeah.
And I don't care that it's not super cosplay. It's one of my favorite pictures of just me, even though it's not a picture of just me, if that makes sense.
Like, no, sometimes the simple ones are the best, but to get the simple right, because it is so simple that you have to hit that iconic look just right, or people are just like, you're in a tank top with a bow. They're like, who are you? But that picture reads Lara Croft.
Oh, yes.
Right. I think those are all of Hunter's pictures. Let's see. This one was in the middle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
A guest submission. So if I come across any more of yours in here, Hunter, just be like, oh, hey, that's me.
Yeah.
I think that's all the ones you sent. I think that's
I don't either. I sent so many to you.
You just sent me a bunch of them. You're like, I'm just going to send video game ones this time since we showed a lot of your other ones last time.
Yeah.
I figured I had to stay on theme sometime.
All right. Well, I'm going to go check on our comments really quick because I don't want to ignore anyone. Chris says that Spectral looks interesting. I took those pictures, which Hunter did give you that credit there, Chris. That's okay. We gotta feed the attention to Chris.
He's an actor. You have to pat him on the back every now and then.
I mean, he's like a fairy. He's not a fairy, but he's like a fairy. If you don't believe in them, they will lay down and die.
Yes.
I was going to wear headphones. I saw you had headphones in. I was going to wear my headphones, but they don't work really well with the wig. But my headset, and that's actually in the pictures too, is this headset. It is an actual headset. It was the Razer Diva headset, and that's what I use gaming. So
nice. Yeah, I normally have my non-wig headset and my wig earbuds, but I thought that this was lost earlier. I just, I was having computer problems before the show. Misty says, hello, beautiful ladies. Hello, Misty. Sister. We're so happy to see you again. That's one of our big supporters there. So let's get to guest submissions. All right.
Did we break you?
Chris's comment.
Oh, good Lord. What did Chris do?
He's yelling at us to pay attention. gonna love him on the show, guys.
In all caps, it says, "Pay attention to me."
Okay, clap your hands if you believe in Chris.
I do
I met
believe in
Chris, so I know he's real. He's not a bot.
I mean, the funny thing is, in our relationship, I'm like the more like, pay attention to me. It's been like an hour, and I haven't heard from you at all. And like, he's just like, it's been an hour. It's like, it's okay. Just like now, he's just like, but no, pay attention to me now when you're busy. I love that man.
Aw. We do need to have him on so people can see what your other half looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll be fun. Never a dull moment with Chris.
You think I'm fun? Wait till you get him on. No, Chris has enough spice. He doesn't need any more spice.
Well, we can introduce him to Derek then, because Derek is the spice master.
I would say he's
Derek
Greek,
says Chris needs
so
some spice.
he's got all that Mediterranean and Greekiness to him. Okay, submissions. My bad.
Okay. Oh, you're
So,
fine. You're the guest.
These it's funny. It's Colin and Colleen. Colin is the Collie Wally. It's Chris Redfield, and then his Metaton from Undertale. And then Colleen, we've shown her off several times, Honey Blossom cosplay, doing a lot of them to match him, and then her female Dante from Devil May Cry.
Yes.
This, William Bowling, he submitted this one through one of the Facebook groups. He's like, I actually have a costume for this. I'm like, well, send me a picture. Because whenever I posted, he's like, I don't have anything to fit this theme. And he's like, I have something for this one. I'm like, give us a picture. We want to show you off.
Yes.
That's what we're here for.
Welcome
So now we have,
to our submissions, William, because I think this is his first time submitting. So
I think so. I think he's always talked about wanting to. Of course, fabulous Robin.
Plus, I love Senua. When I found out she cosplayed as Senua, I freaked out. And when I saw a picture of it, I was just like, she does such an amazing Senua. I love it. I gotta replay that game.
This is an award-winning costume from Robin.
literally.
Yeah, she's and
Gorgeous.
y'all are gonna see a lot of photographs that look like kind of like this. This is a photographer that started working around the area of photo, and he does amazing work. He uses like the little atmosphere spray cans, and then the lighting bounces off of it and gives you just the coolest lighting.
He was
He is
really nice
fantastic.
too. Like we met him.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you've known him, but like I met him at this past con we went to, and he was really nice.
Super nice guy, very talented guy.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got next? Of course,
Sierra.
Korski.
We love
Yes.
Sierra. Look at
She
her.
has-
She's
I'm a little biased.
Literally every theme we have, she's got at least one costume to match us.
Go her.
Like she's very, very prolific at cosplay.
So
You're like, I know her.
yeah, it's like
she just steps into every character she portrays.
and she's
She
so
loves
nice.
that.
She's such a nice.
And
person.
she actually judged with Hunter and me at the Haywood Comic Con. So the
was
three
so
of
much
us were the judges.
so much fun. And I plan on doing a Zelda cosplay,
Oh, yes.
but not
Zelda's
a
been on-
dress one. I told Chris because Chris loves Legend of Zelda, and he wants to do his own like Link version of Link. And I told him, I was like, as long as I don't have to wear a dress, I will do a version of Zelda to match.
She's got some that aren't dresses, so that's fine.
I was like, I'll do Chic.
Dude, Chic's pretty cool. This is Carrie Bland. She is a Mississippi-based cosplayer. Freaking fantastic. I've known her for several years now, and she's just everything she does. She's so cute in. Like I love it. And she's got one of the Zeldas that actually has
Right.
the pants to it.
I like another like super nice person. Honestly, like everybody we've shown have been like super nice people.
Yes. Carrie is really sweet. She's a very talented cosplayer as well.
And I got to see this Splatoon one in person.
Yes, she entered that in the cosplay contest you, Dwayne, and I judged.
I still love the fact that her hairpiece is a sponge.
It's literally she covered a sponge to make the little inkling headpiece. And it was
Ingenious.
fantastic.
I love it.
Yes. This is Cheshire, which is Casey and Courtney Michelle Nail doing their Lieutenant Surge, Raichu, and Pikachu. And then she's also Renoa from Final Fantasy VIII. Fun fact, they were also at Haywood Comic Con, but Courtney was the Gaston that had they were the Disney group. They had the most impressive real male like breastplate. And we were all just like, we want to give the breastplate an award. Can it win an award by itself?
We're like,
Dang.
does that get exhibition?
And also, like, Courtney's like makeup to do the cleft chin. We're like, is that a cleft chin? Or did she turn to the side and there's like nothing? We're like, that is the best shading I have ever seen on a cleft chin.
I was saying, I didn't even recognize Courtney. Like,
Yes. Yeah, because she's the Bowser, and then Casey is the Bouzette. So yeah, that doesn't even look like the same girl that you saw as Gaston this week.
But that contour, the man chest, and like
the man chest, and also the personality. She was walking around the con like, what's up?
Man, that's impressive.
It was incredible.
It was fantastic.
That whole group was fun.
Yes. Niche cosplay, doing several different, like, I don't know all of them, but I trust people when they say this is a cosplay from your theme. Niche cosplay is another Memphis cosplayer, a really sweet person. We love them.
That's actually a requirement. If you're mean, I guess you just don't get featured on this show. So don't be mean. You'll be missing out.
Don't do mean stuff on bikes.
Don't do mean stuff on bikes.
I was like, you have boots on at the con that had cats on them that were
Oh yeah, the cat boots were amazing. But no, like, a lot of people send me pictures for the show, and they're like, it's for a submission for you to consider. I'm like, oh no, you're going on the show. If you send me one, you're going on the show. It's not a we pick and choose. We show everybody because we want to share everybody's work.
It's like one of our favorite things is getting these submissions.
This is what I love. There's, of course, our lovely Wonderland duo, Garrett and Nikki.
Yes. I love Garrett and Nikki. Look at them. Oh my gosh. Wreck-It Ralph. Oh,
they do Ralph and Vanellope.
I don't think I've seen that one. I love it. And of course, again, a little bias on the diva. Love it.
Nikki rocks every costume she puts on. Just looking fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
They
don't have matching black cat ones.
Yes, y'all do.
We really need to dress up as those together one day.
You should.
It is on the list.
I think that's all of our submissions. So let's check back in with our lovely commenters.
We got a lot of folks chit-chatting with us tonight.
I love that man too. Are you talking about Derek?
No, we
missed one picture. I'm going to put it up real quick.
Oh, yep.
This is my friend Bree, Gender Valid Cosplay. Also fantastic. Yes, she's also fantastic. And a Princess Peach. So
I was saying, right on my Switch. So
is this another new submission?
I think they've done one other with us before, but yes, Bree has not really given us much before, and now she was like, "How many can I submit?" I'm like, "All of them." Yes. All of them.
That is always the answer. That's always the answer.
All of them.
That's why with Andrea, I was like, here's like a bunch. Here's like a couple from like each of the video game ones I do. Just take your pick. Like
I was like, nope, all of them are going up.
Yep.
So yes, no, Bree is also another lovely friend and fantastic cosplayer. Oh, and this last one, because this will be our guest in 2 weeks. There we go.
Hey. Oh, yep, that's right.
That one got switched into with Hunter's pictures too.
Oh, I didn't go back through those. That's my bad.
It got squeezed in there because StreamYard does what StreamYard wants.
So, Gingy We've Met Cosplay is Waluigi. That's Brendan. That's going to be our guest in 2 weeks. Then we have Sandman Cosplays is Luigi. And then Sentimental Cosplayer is Mario. All of these guys are part of the Chicagoland Cosplay Creations Group, which Crayle and I will be representing at their booth at C2E2 in a couple weeks. Yeah. Yay. So actually, I think it'll be a week and 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Crayle and I will be at C2E2 in 3 weeks when we will have Brendan on.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm like in denial that it's coming up this close. Kelly keeps being like, at least I'm mostly packed. At least I'm mostly done. And I'm like, it took me 40 minutes to sew half a ribbon onto my costume that I'm wearing in 2 weeks, and I'm gonna break down.
Well, I'm stressing majorly. I'm still kind of in denial too. Like, but I'm getting there. Like, my Batgirl upgrades are coming along.
Okay, y'all, we have to share this comment from Garrett. Read this comment.
Garrett says, I totally admit I bought Nikki the Diva cosplay because I totally thought that my wife would be cute in it. I was right.
Yes, I love her in that.
You guys are so cute, and I absolutely adore you for
I
it.
love how much they love each other.
Oh, they're the best, and then they love everybody
so nice.
else so much too.
Yes.
All the love.
In different ways.
Yes. They're not polygamous or anything. They just love people.
I mean, if they were,
Just
that's
very-
fine.
That to each his own. But they're just very kind-hearted people.
And Fred says, woohoo, C2E2. Yeah, Crayle, we will be seeing Fred at C2E2, and I'm super excited because it's been months since I've seen Fred, and you haven't met Fred in person, have you?
I don't think I have.
You get to meet Fred and Judy.
I need to
and-
meet Fred.
Oh,
Fred is
And
the
Jen.
best.
I don't even know who Fred is.
Fred is amazing.
would
This
love
is my first time meeting Fred, I think. So unless
This is
we met
meeting
like
Fred
last
virtually.
time I was on here, but I've
so-
slept since then.
So Fred is my friend who I used to do charity work with, and he has the biggest heart. And one of the characters he's known for cosplaying as is Palpatine.
I
Doesn't-
never would have guessed that.
By the screen name. The screen name
I know,
did not
right?
give it away at all.
Yeah.
He does an amazing Palpatine. And yeah, but for
And he's got
someone
all
who
the dad
cosplays a
jokes in the
villain,
world.
he has a big heart. And he's also a hilarious guy.
He says, oh, you're going to make me cry.
Well, Palpatine's gonna cry. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Broken Palpatine.
And Derek says, I won't be at C2E2 frowny face. Well, Derek, you don't do well
I
in
won't be
crowds.
either.
Like,
I don't do well in crowds either, but I love huge cons. I just have to have somebody with me. I cannot be alone. I cannot do big cons alone. But if I have somebody with me, I am all over them.
I've not gotten to the point of
I'm taking
having
you to some.
that to do a really big con. Like ABC is my biggest con.
And that's
So-
tiny compared to the ones I've done.
Yeah. Or
I
like
started
crowds.
with big cons. I started at Wizard World Chicago when it was the only Wizard World. There's 10,000 people walking around.
Can I wear my hoodie that says "People give me the creeps" on it? while I
Yes.
walk in? Okay, sweet.
Because you know what? Some people at cons need to see that because they can be not good.
Yeah. Some people on Instagram need to see that.
Can also be not good. Yes.
Derek does have a game to make. That's why, which
Ooh.
fits in with this episode. And if
but
you all
don't
were
pressure him to tell us what he's working on because
DM me
sometimes
about
he's not
it.
allowed.
If you
Sometimes
want,
he's not allowed. He's a game developer, so
I would say if you throw out a beta, I am a streamer. Or an
She's
alpha.
like,
I'll
hint,
even
hint.
play the alpha if you want. I will find all those bugs for you.
I can keep you guys in contact. I can do it.
I was saying,
She's
I'm
like,
an
tag
engineer.
team?
I got that technical brain. I used to help my dad code stuff when I was younger. I got this. I can help you. Because I love to game. That's why I'm on.
Fred says, speaking of Palpatine crying, my mask, often I sweat so much, it comes out the eye holes. And people ask why Palpatine is crying. I tell them for all the stormtroopers who died on the Death Star.
Bless you, Fred. Bless
I
you.
love that. Oh my gosh.
the last event I did with Fred, so he was a stormtrooper and he had forgotten his blaster. So instead he just had a banana. Because
Have you seen the Game Grumps Palpatine YouTube video? Oh, it's making fun of how he says "do it," and it's like it's like when you have some like leftover beef, you stew it. You can watch it. It is hilarious, and it's like when you miss the throw, screw it. And it is like the most perfect video. I will every now and then I will just go back to YouTube and be like, I just gotta watch it again. It's just hilarious because it was making fun of the scene in Star Wars. Spoiler alert, even though we're like how far past it, but like when Anakin kills is it Dooku? I think it's Dooku. And Palpatine's just like, do it. And it's like one of the most perfect videos on YouTube, I swear.
we send it.
Yes, I will. I will definitely do it.
Ian McDermott will still do that at cons. People will always see them, and he'll always do like that quote and a couple of others. He always does.
Derek says, well, you did answer a question I asked earlier for no particular reason. So
yeah, there was
you
no reason to ask a video game question to me. None at all.
Right. None at all. I just.
No, but you can't connect dots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We need to do more Star Wars stuff. I just finished the Thrawn trilogy on audiobook. And, like, I need to wear my Mara Jade again.
Do it.
I haven't read
A
that.
Star Wars guest, okay? Putting the call out.
I know I could talk to Keldar
Please do.
because Kel is local as well, and she just got more costumes approved by the Rebel Legion. So,
Which is awesome.
Fred.
Also, I think it was Fred who said that you have like 25, or it was somebody who said they had like
20. Yeah, I think that was Fred who said he has 25 costumes and none of them are video games.
If it makes you feel better, I have like 25 costumes. I don't even think I have an anime one. I have one Star Wars one, which is Padme. It's the arena.
That's where we met.
And even yes, it was. And even then, it's like I still gotta fix it up because it is definitely like a Walmart costume. But I want to.
Costumes for the original trilogy were like potato sacks. I saw the traveling Star Wars exhibit at an Indianapolis museum one time, and they were grody up close.
Yeah.
Like
Luke's pants were literally a pair of Levi's with the pockets ripped off.
Yeah,
they were a pair of white Levi's
they
with the pockets and the
no budget. Okay, they had no budget, y'all.
And then they had all the budget in the world for the prequels and made the most gorgeous costumes in existence. Like, okay, say what you want about the prequels, costuming wise.
Queen Amidala's just whole freaking wardrobe.
Yes.
I'm not a dress girl, and I would wear her whole wardrobe.
Oh yes,
I want every like dress so bad. Someone fund that for me. Someone just like send me her like dress, please. I don't want to make it.
I would say
okay. Kel has made it like 6 times.
So gorgeously too.
I know,
and redyes it. Hand dyes them every. I'm like, girl, once was enough.
If I had the time and the money and the materials,
once was enough.
Because nightmare. No, thank you. I just want it. I just want to wear it.
Yes, if she wants to make another one, we've got plenty of people who would wear it. If she wants to make them for other people,
just keep making more of them.
Derek says, "Okay, fine, I'll fund it."
Wait, what are we funding?
The late
Kelly being Queen Amidala.
Would.
I remember one of the queens. Gosh, I was like 7 or 10 or something. I had the red Queen Amidala dress, and it was the plastic cutout of her, her hair. And we did the whole white face paint with like the red lipstick where it went like this. That was like one of the best Halloweens, man. I was like decked out, and I was like, I am Queen Amidala.
Her parade dress from the end of episode 1 is on my dream list with that big round piece behind.
Yes.
The costumes don't intimidate me so much as the wigs for her.
Yeah,
that's my.
We'll just get
that's my big part too. Is I'm like, I can't wear that much in the, you know.
It's not even the wearing of it; it's the making of it. But now I have V that makes amazing wigs, so I'm just like, hey, honey.
I still need to give them my deposit.
Yeah, so you can get an Anastasia wig as well.
I'm so excited for it.
To go with your blue Anastasia dress?
Yeah.
Or you...
Yes, because again, just like with my Black Widow and my Diva, I had red hair, perfect colored for Anastasia, and then I went and screwed that up and dyed it teal. So I have to get all these wigs. Thankfully, Andrea bought me a wig one Christmas for my Black Widow. And then I had to buy one for my Diva, which I can buy one for like $15 off of Amazon. And then
Anastasia's a little more work.
Yeah, she's got like the bun and everything. So I'm like, you know what? I want that to last, and I want it to be well done because I'm not trusting Amazon to give me a really good bun wig.
No.
Yeah, no.
Updo wigs are not something you go to.
Yeah.
I had a 4-year streak of good luck with $17-ish Amazon wigs. And then the last 2 that I bought, all I need to do is pull my hair back a little bit. And like, seriously, on the sides, they're just like tan Velcro bands with like hair stick. And I'm like, I literally can't even pull the bangs back so that I can see because the sides of the wig are so janky. Like,
Yeah.
I had such a good luck streak of cheap wigs for 4 years.
We'll just say Amazon has upped their game because it used to be somebody go, I got this at Amazon. And you're like, I can tell. Now it's not. It's
Now,
from Amazon.
so
Like,
where was it? From Five Below, we had one girl this past con got
Yes, it was from Genshin Impact.
Yeah. I forget who she was, but it was a Five Below costume. And we were like, oh, she must have gotten that from like My Costumes or something like that. And
I thought it was like one of the big online sites. Five Below. What? Like, freaking paid like $5 for this costume, and it looked amazing. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, 15 years ago, you would be like, yeah, I can tell you spent $5.
Yeah. But now it's just like
she looked amazing in it too. So
I will say I got my Mimikyu costume off of Amazon, I'm pretty sure. And it was an amazing costume.
It was adorable.
My comfy poncho. I actually got a lot of compliments on that costume. And it was really just I really don't feel like putting makeup on today or like 12 pieces of cosplay or a bodysuit. So you know what? I'm going as a poncho.
Yes.
Poncho with a hood.
Yep. Ruby Elliott tuned in and said, I have the final piece for Ray. I got the pants and need to modify them. I'm very excited.
It's always nice when you get that final piece.
Right. And Fred, your pal Palpatine, says, if you want some killer dresses, highly recommend looking at what Shore Agdal Shu.
Don't want to offend anyone with their name.
My husband's going to be like, he's talking about this because my husband's a huge fan of The Expanse. But there's
good things about it.
Christian.
Agdashru? I don't know. That's my guess for it.
I don't know. I've started reading the Expanse books, but I haven't watched the show.
I would say I kind of forgot about it. I think it's on my list though.
I'm one of those people, if you show me a good costume, I'm like, I will watch that. I don't care how bad it is. I will drool over the costumes.
Mm-hmm. There was a super, super not historically accurate in like hardly any ways ever Marie Antoinette film that I watched just for the furniture and the clothes. just
the aesthetic.
I love costuming. I mean, obviously, here we are doing a cosplay show.
Yeah, Casper Collins says, my fave is wigs from Gimme a 5 and says, OMG, Mimikyu, yes, you were so adorable.
Oh, thank you. So I feel really bad, but I have no idea who you are.
That was Honey Blossom Cosplay. That's Colleen.
Oh, okay. Hi. I'm sorry. I'm really, really bad with names. Really great with faces, and I'm decent with like usernames. Like half the time I have to ask Andrea, I'm like, she'll be like, "Oh, that's so and so," and I was like, "What's their username?" And she's like, "Oh, it's like Honey Blossom." I was like, "Oh, I know who they are." I know, like
I'm Hunter's memory.
Yeah. You really are.
we complete each other. It's okay.
Yeah. Aww. Because it's funny because like I'll point at somebody who's like, I know who this is. Who is it though? And then she's like, oh, that's just so and so. I was like, thank you.
See, well, I need to remake my Phoenix, and then Hunter needs a Phoenix so that we can all just be Phoenix sisters, because she wants the green one, and then I want to remake my red one, and you guys do the red and the green.
Yes.
And we can just
well, let me know when you're ready for me to cut the symbol out for you, because I can do it.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Chris to pop in going, I'll be the white Phoenix.
Yes, you would rock the white Phoenix.
No, she said her
Phoenix
boyfriend would do
on
it.
My list. So
Chris would wear it, and he would be like, yes, I look sexy.
Chris reminds me of your brother Brad.
Oh yes, very much. They have no shame.
Really well.
Yeah, they have no shame, either of them.
Really
Brad's plan is to be Namor at some point at a con, and not the new version in the movies, just the green Speedo with the wings on his ankles and some pointy ears.
Yep.
My brother will walk on a con floor dressed like that. Brad would do it because he has no shame. But he's also gotten into really good shape, so I feel like he'd be like, yes, I worked hard on this cosplay.
You know, what's really funny is he's like that. He's going to go out in a Speedo, and here I am, like in a tube top and overalls, and I'm just like, kind of like adjusting myself.
I'm in a full superhero suit.
I'm looking like I'm showing too much shoulder right now.
I know. really self-conscious in bodysuits, and your whole body is covered, but you still feel so vulnerable. And I'm just like,
really do.
what do I pull out to adjust? It's already everywhere.
So
and even if you feel like you look great, you're like, ugh.
I've had one of my bodysuits custom made, and they messed up the custom, and it's like just too long in like the under area, and so like I'm constantly like pulling it up, and so now it's just like a habit with like all my bodysuits. And I'm like trying to make sure it's all adjusted correctly. So like you'll see me in cons, I'm just like adjusting my suit the whole time.
No. Still not as weird as when I had to fix your costume while it was on you, and I'm literally kneeled behind her right at where the zipper ends on her butt, trying to sew the seam back shut at a con. I'm like, nothing weird, nothing to see here, guys. Nothing to see here. Like, I just don't want you to see my friend's butt. It's okay.
The dream shoot that Kelly and I got to do as Dark Phoenix versus the Phoenix, and also Emma Frost wearing the Dark Phoenix suit and them fighting over Cyclops. I was sewn in because my zipper blew when I put it on that morning. And Ruby, who was commenting earlier about her Ray pieces coming in, was just like, hold on, I can fix it. I can just sew you in. So I had like 4 sips of water so that I didn't dehydrate, and 4 sips of coffee so that I didn't commit any acts of violence on anything. And that was it, because I could not have to go to the bathroom during this photo shoot because I was sewn all the way in. Just the zipper completely like blew out of it.
No deep breaths.
Suits in general are not fun to go to the bathroom with, because like you basically have to like just take it all off, and it's just, and it's always at the coldest conventions too. It's like you're in the bathroom like freezing.
And then I'm sitting here going, women wear rompers just for fun. Why do they do this to themselves?
Why? Why is that a thing?
I will say, like, the romper shorts, I will wear those, but like, and like the jumpsuit pants where you're really not taking off too much, but like the full on like bodysuits, unless I have something on else underneath, no, I don't know if I'm going to do that.
Yeah, you already feel weird. You're like, I have to strip. And it's even worse if the zipper's up the back of your costume and not down the front. The front zipper at least is a little easier, but the back, when you're like, hey, can you unzip me here?
Especially when you're somebody with a neck and shoulder injury and you're just like, I can't reach it. And then you find, oh, this was fun. There was one convention, I want to say it was at ABC. I was actually changing cosplays. I was going from what I was wearing that day to kind of like a bombshell Captain Marvel. It was like, it was a
little kind of dress.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was like my halter dress. And I am spacing on her name, and I will look it up. But she's a voice actress, and I didn't even realize who it was. Because, as voice actresses, you don't see the face, you just know the voice. And so she like complimented my outfit and everything. I was like, oh, thank you so much. I thought she was just somebody that was there. And I asked her, I was like, hey, I'm really sorry to ask you this. I go, but would you mind zipping me up? I go, I'm a little injured. I'm like, could you zip me up? And she's like, oh yeah, totally. And so she zipped me up and everything. And then later, no, I think it was like the next day, I'm like going around the artist alley, and that's where all the voice actresses and actors are set up. And I just look and I go, oh my gosh. I'm like, I basically like kind of broke con etiquette, like unknowingly, by talking to her and being like, can you just zip my costume up? I have to look her up though, because she was a bit shorter than me, but she was, not saying that this has anything to do with her height, but she was one of the nicest people I've ever met. Yeah. Her and Sherry Lee. Sherry Lee is one of my favorite voice actresses, and they are some of the nicest, because she was the first con I went to. Sherry Lee was there, and I about like fangirled. And I didn't realize it wasn't con etiquette to go up and talk to them and ask them for a picture. And I just go up and I was like, hey, I'm like a huge fan. I'm like, is it okay if I get a picture? And looking back now, I can kind of see that look of, I don't think she knows. And she's like, yeah, no, I'll take a picture with you. I'm like, thank you.
Most of those people are usually pretty cool about it, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Those with terrorist strong.
Yes.
That zipped your costume up?
Grant.
Who?
Tiffany Grant. She's the yeah.
Everyone's like, oh my god, voice actress.
Yes. I'm probably gonna butcher her name, but Asuka.
Yep.
Asuka.
Asuka. I
Asuka
knew I
from
was gonna mess
Ingieva.
it up.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was her, and I felt so bad, but she was so nice, and I was like, well, I mean, she talked to me first. I could just ask her to zip up my costume.
When it comes to like 90s and early 2000s anime, Tiffany Grant was a big name, like
Yeah.
huge name in the old
nice.
stuff.
And then that next day, I was like, well, I have to get a picture with her now.
Like she zipped me into my clothes. Now we're besties. It's fine.
She's like, yeah, I remember you. I was like, hi. I'm like, I want a picture.
Like, hi, we met in a bathroom.
You complimented my dress, and I asked you to zip it up for me.
Voice actors have always really taken their time with me at cons, and it's like I met Linda Valentine, who voiced 90s Sailor Moon in the English dub, and like you were only supposed to get one thing signed per whatever that you paid for or whatever. Yeah. And like, so I got like a print that I wanted her to sign, but I went ahead and brought my manga anyway, because I wanted to tell her how much like she's the voice I hear in my head when I read the manga now. And she was like, let me sign this. And I was like, well, I wasn't trying to. And she's like, I know you weren't, honey. She's like,
it's fine.
I'm not going to lie. Like, so I'm not pursuing it currently just because I have so much stuff going on, but like I've taken like voice acting lessons and stuff like that, and I'm wanting to pick it up again. But I will say, like, the voice actresses and actors that I have talked to, like, they are part of the reason why I want to do that. I want to be even just like a side voice actress or whatever. But like Kritsia, she's actually the voice actress of Akali. I definitely fangirled because I did not realize that she was the person who created the voice acting course that I was taking. And she like popped in and she's just like, my name is Kritsia. I speak so and so and so and so and Akali, and like we're all on mute, and I just go, oh my gosh, and like I'm the only one like fangirling over here, and she got the biggest grin, and she's just like started to chuckle. And so after when we were like introducing, I was just like, so I'm sorry for like that huge fangirl moment. I'm like, I'm just a huge fan of yours. I'm like, I cosplay Akali, and now like I could just talk to her like I'm talking to one of you guys. Like it's really funny how they're the nicest of people.
Oh yeah.
So, and there's like
because they don't have a face to go with a lot of the stuff, so they're not like spotting some big Hollywood actor across a room. So I think and they appreciate their fans a lot.
Me too. Courtney Taylor is another one. She's amazing. If you don't know who she is, Amanda Holiday from Destiny. And also the best AI in Halo. And I want to see how many people can guess that, because I'm just going to give you a hint. It's not Cortana. No offense, Jen. You're amazing, but you're not my favorite AI.
Yeah, Ruby Elliott says Jeff Johns and our Stargirl poster are talking about like times that celebrities have just been like, no, we're gonna sign. I was at Fan Expo Chicago last year, and it was the first convention I had gone to in over a year that I wasn't working, because I make Pokeball dioramas and sell them at conventions, so I don't always get to just like attend. And so I got to dress up as Stargirl while the cast of the HBO Stargirl show was going to be there, and we went to their panel, and they gave us these they gave random people like every so many a red ticket, and clearly they'd been told that everybody cosplaying someone from the show was supposed to go get a red ticket. And I think the people passing out the tickets didn't really know who they were looking for, because I was Stargirl, but Ruby and her husband were there as Tornado and Shade. Tornado. I always get this character's name wrong, and this is like the Justice Society of America is literally one of my favorites. Cyclone. There we go. Cyclone and the Shade, who was in like the most recent season, right? And they didn't get red tickets, and so we were in line. We got a surprise signing with like all the cast who was there, and Jeff Johns, who created the character and created the show. And Jeff Johns was just like, no, you guys are there. They kept coming by constantly. They were like, if you're waiting in line with someone, that's fine, but only the person with the red ticket gets the autographed poster. They were like running around, like lecturing us about it. And like they said it directly to Mark and Ruby. They were like, okay, who has the ticket here? And Jeff Johns was just like, it's my show. I made it. You guys look great as cosplayers. Like, that's get them awesome posters to sign it. So Yeah, comic creators are also like
Very, very
would
kind
say-
people.
Andrea
nothing against in-person actors, but they're
Chris. I would say Andrea and I have like a really cool story about, comic creators like stopping us in the middle of a convention.
We brag about the Chris Claremont thing all the time.
All the time.
I was just going to say, I bet it's Chris Claremont.
You're not going to ever get us to stop talking about that moment because it was amazing.
He stopped his line just to take a picture with us. And not only that, he approved my boots. He approved my Kitty Pryde boots. Yes. And that means so much to me.
Like, he was like, sensible footwear.
Right? It's like only cosplayers understand that. Yes, it is Serena.
Yeah, Derek guessed who Hunter thinks the best AI in Halo is. And apparently it's Serena. I only know about Cortana because I'm super basic like that.
A lot of people only know about Cortana because Serena is mainly, like he said, like in Halo Wars. So, and everybody, like, you see Cortana on everything. And I would say Jen Taylor is an amazing voice actress. She also plays, Halsey. And, but like, I kind of have an annoyance towards Cortana from the earlier games where she's just like, hurry, Chief, hurry. And it's like, but you won't let me run because you're talking to me and you're slowing down the game and I can't go. But you're telling me to hurry. It's like, what do you want me to do, Cortana? And so, like, it's that. But, like, otherwise, I don't have anything against Cortana or Jen Taylor. It's just those moments where she's telling you to go and you can't go. And I'm just like, it's one of those moments where I was just like, I could rage quit. I could rage quit right now.
It's everyone with, oh gosh, in Skyrim, I just wrote her name, Lydia. Where it's just like, what do you need, my Thane? And it's like, I need for you to get out of the doorway. That's what I need. What do you need, my Thane? Move.
It's really one of those things where you really wish you could manipulate the NPCs and you could just like take your gun with no ammo and just hit them. Go. It's like, I am on a quest.
Derek says, Cortana is your Navi.
Well, let's see if I can do it. Usually I can do a Navi voice if I can get high, like my voice kind of. And it's like, hey, listen.
Yeah, not a Navi. You feel like, no Navi. No more Navi. We're done.
I used to annoy somebody because it was their text tone. It was Navi saying, hey, listen. And so, man, I just cannot do Navi tonight. But like, so like every so often I would just go up to them and just say that to them and just to annoy them. Because I'm like, yeah, now you know how it feels.
Talking about when you get to meet comic creators and like hear what they think of your costumes and things like that. Ruby Elliott says they are great moments. I have several of those meetings. Like some of us do. Some of them I'm not even there for. Kelly showed one of the artists who drew the Mia version of Speedy, my costume of Speedy. She's like, send me one quick right now. And I was like, okay, like glad I had my phone on me. I don't know what she needs. And she's like,
he created Speedy, okay?
That's what I thought, right? It's like I wasn't even there. Yes. Yeah. So I wasn't even there. And she was like, so we have a question though, because my problem is, so I've got a bow and it's like, I need an arrow to pose. Where am I going to get one? Because where does Mia Speedy keep her arrows? Where does she keep them? She wears a cape, so she can't sling her quiver over her shoulder. That would just tangle up everywhere. And she doesn't have a belt. And I have been saying, I'm just going to put a belt on this costume. I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I know it's not like page accurate, but, and so the creator has said if he had gotten to draw her for much longer, he probably at some point would have given her a belt, but he didn't get to draw her for as long as he wanted to. So I'm just like, yes, validated. If anybody goes, that's not accurate, I'm going to be like, excuse you.
He was so nice. Oh my gosh. So I interviewed him, which it is on the back of the cereal box YouTube and Facebook page if anyone wants to go searching that out. I got to interview him at C2E2 a couple of years back. He was so sweet. Let me interview him. And then I was like, okay, my friend cosplays Mia Dearden, but I don't have a picture. So I messaged Crayle, and by the time she sent me the picture, I had to like walk back to his table to show him. And then I brought that up. But So he told me this whole story about how, so he created Mia Dearden, and then a few months later he went to STCC, and he's driving up to the con and sees someone cosplaying as Mia, and he really wanted to jump out of the car and be like, I created you, but he didn't know the croissant creepy way to
I love that.
That's
do it. He was
awesome.
just so nice. Oh my gosh, so nice. Like, I don't think I've met a bad comic creator, but he was one of the nicer ones.
Not yet.
I would say
I
there's
have
like
not.
Johnny Cates was super nice, even though his choice of hair color lately.
She hates him with the blonde hair. He bleached his hair. It was usually black. She's like, I hate
I'm
the blonde
sorry.
hair.
Don't like it. But Johnny Cates was super nice.
He's very nice.
I came with
He's
like
super cool to scoot too.
all my yeah. Whoever isn't nice to Scoot, no, they're out. But he was super nice because I brought like all my Venom comics because I didn't know how much they were gonna be to get signed, and I didn't know how many you could get signed. I mean, I guess you can get them all signed, but like if there was like, you know, we can get this much for this much or whatever. So I brought all of them. And I actually had one of my friends that had come with me, and I'm like, hey, can you just take this like one comic to get signed? Because it was like the first one was free, and then after that was like $5 each or something. And so like I'm trying to pick and choose which comics I want signed. Because like, I mean, I had like a stack. And because for those who don't know, I'm a huge Clintar fan. I love Venom. Carnage is my favorite, along with Scream. But that's a whole different story we'll get on later. But so I come up here and he's like, how many are you gonna get signed? And I was just like, well, and I was just kind of like joking around. I was like, well, I mean, honestly, I'd just get them all signed if I could, but I don't have the money. He goes, how many do you have? And so I showed him, and he's like, I'll make you a deal. He goes, if you unbag and board them, he goes, I'll sign all of them. And I was just like,
She's like,
I'm like, I mean, I was like ripping them out of the bags, like carefully, but it was just like, man, I was like getting them out faster than he could sign them because I was just like, oh my gosh, yes, please sign all of my Venom comics.
yeah.
And then I met another Venom story. I met Sam De La Rosa, who is who did the Lethal Protector series and the Separation Anxiety series. So another one of the creators, artists that is off my list. But he was super cool because he did a cover, or not a cover. What is it called when you take another character and put it on a cover that looks very similar to another one?
Oh, like they did like the homage kind of covers.
Yeah, an homage. Thank you. I could not think of that word. They did an homage with White Widow. And for those who don't know, I also cosplay as White Widow. And like he showed me the comic, and I was just like, I cosplay her. And I showed him the picture, and he goes, if you wear the costume tomorrow, I'll take another picture with you for free. He goes, it'll be on me. And I was just like, I know what I'm wearing
that was this
tomorrow.
past MCX.
Yes, it was. And then
because she was like, I might be there Sunday. I don't know if I'm going to come Sunday. He said that. She's like, I'll be there Sunday.
I'll be there. I showed up. So, and like all the other people there was nice. That was also the one time I spent way too much money on a picture and autograph. I spent more than I wanted to, but it was for Uncle Iroh. And he basically gave me a picture and autograph for the price of just one of them, which was still kind of pricey. But I was...
Yeah, he was one of the bigger names that was there this year because they're starting to get voice actors at Memphis Comic Expo.
And honestly, of the Avatar, well, really, I'd like to meet all of them, but like Uncle Iroh is definitely at the top of my list to me. And he was so nice. And I asked him about advice for voice acting. He was super nice about it. And it was a great, and we just like chatted. So I was like, I'm kind of paying for this experience. This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Derek wants to know if you've ever done FemShep from Mass Effect because she seems up your alley.
So I have not, but we did just see FemShep at the last convention I did. And I'm going to try to replay through Mass Effect. Wasn't a huge fan the first time I played through. Love the art of it. It's really up my alley with the space thing and, you know, all this jazz. I felt there was way too much dialogue and like where you had to choose your dialogue. And I'm just like, I don't want to talk. I want to shoot things. Like, just throw me out into the battle. Like, I don't want to talk to you. Go like. And so I want to try to replay it. I might stream it. I haven't decided yet. But I want to try and play through it again because it does look like a fun game, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. So, but I would definitely not mind doing a fem shep. I think that would be a really fun cosplay to do. Anything really like Samus, Shepherd, Spartan, like any of those. Put me in like a whole ass suit. I'm down for that. I will sweat up a storm. I don't care.
Just reminded me that I've been meaning to do Kaylee from Firefly for like since I started, and I still haven't gotten to it. And it wouldn't be like if I don't do the dress, it wouldn't be that difficult. Mental note.
Do it. Yes. Cosplay from Firefly because it was amazing and canceled far too soon, and we're all still salty about it. So
I agree. I will say another armor build I want to do, and I definitely want to build it myself, is Ironheart. And I liked her before she was cool. I'm just saying I liked her way long before this movie came out. But I am an engineer. Oh no, where's my box? Hold on. I kind of like just cleaned off my thing, and she's like right here, I think. No, that's not here. I'll look at it in just a second. But I'm an engineer, and I love Iron Man, and she reverse engineered the iron suit, and it's just inspiration, and I just freaking love her. I know she's in this box right here because
we're gonna see Hunter flying through the sky one day. It's gonna be fine, y'all.
I love it. I'm here for it.
I would say I just cleaned off my desk because I was rearranging and putting new stuff because like I have like Kate on my desk now and everything, but she used to be behind me. But my girl, I love her.
She's such a good character.
She's like one of the very few pops I have that have like the plastic around her because I just love her so much. Yeah, she used to be up here, but I have my gaming picture up here now by Lizard Studios. It's so I have teal hair, and then that's on my gaming headset. And then I play Xbox. I'm an Xbox girl. I play that a lot. PC is next. Just got my first PlayStation. It's a PS3. And then that's Domino. For those who don't know, that's my fur baby. That's my kitty. She did a really good job on this, and so I love it. So.
Well, we are almost double over our show's usual runtime. I've been having so much fun. I think our commenters are having a lot of fun, and our viewers. And
talking about him. Hi, BB.
He's like, I want to be on the show. My cats, I'm surprised they're not tearing the door down because they know the show runs about an hour, and we're almost at 2 hours. I'm surprised I'm not seeing little kitty cat paws under the door.
I was about to say he's just like I've dubbed Chris his father because he acts so much like him, and he's definitely pay attention to me. I'm not paying attention to me.
Look, you've spent almost 2 hours not loving him. How dare you?
True, it is probably snuggle time for the couch, so not right. He's like, usually we're falling asleep on the couch by now. What is going on? What's all these lights doing on in this room?
He's like, all right, Mom, it's time to end.
Yep. So we got that.
Thanks to everybody that's been hanging around because we still have viewers hanging around. So thank you.
No, we love it.
I will show my biggest. So this is my stream setup actually, and you only get guys that can see a little bit. I'm actually gonna move my camera, which I don't ever do. I'm gonna have to reset it up. But for all you Halo nerds out there, just to show you how much I love Halo. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna try to do this. So he is a life size. He's taller than I am. He's a cardboard cutout number 1, and cardboard cutout number 2, and then my Elder Scrolls up there, Skyrim, and then my Destiny poster, and that's just a small taste of what my oh no, I messed up my webcam. What my setup looks like. So, and that's not including all of my Halo stuff out in my living room because I have like a 9 cube full of Halo stuff. But I will show you this because I know he's going to ask about it. He's going to request it.
Nice.
And Chris painted this up for me. This was his first birthday gift to me. With working lights and everything.
Wow.
He painted it up so well. Like it looks battle worn and everything. Like he repainted it. He did such an amazing job on it. Unfortunately, it is a little bit too big for my head. Though with a wig, it might actually fit. Ta!
I love it.
It's a mashup now.
It is. It's a new look.
Hey.
Whoever knew you needed League of Legends and Halo combined? Like,
well,
so
while we have you all nice and full screen, we want to know what your ultimate advice for people trying to get into cosplay or back into cosplay is.
do it. I'm gonna pull Palpatine. Do it. Honestly, even because like I actually have been in a down period lately of cosplay, and I've just kind of just not been wanting to cosplay and not want to get in the full gear, not wanting to put the makeup on. And like honestly, just even going to the small con and just dressing up as Mimikyu was just like a big thing for me. And it's just like kind of just, putting my toes back in the water. And I always forget how good I feel when I get back in cosplay because it's such a mood booster. It's such a confidence booster. I have so much more confidence when I'm in character than I am in real life. It's really funny. But as soon as I put this get up on, I'm just like, I'm Macaulay and I'm bad A and I'm gonna, kill this stream, So really just, if you really want to do it, do it. Because I think I may have used this advice last time, is the only one stopping you is yourself. It's like you're the only one in your own way for it. And that's for like quite a few things, not just cosplay, but definitely in cosplay, it's like, if you want to do that character, do that character. Like, don't be offensive with it. But, if you want to be a Kali, be a Kali. If you want to be Zelda, go for it. Like, because you're going to rock it no matter what. Like, I guess that's my biggest short advice. So, and you don't always have to make your cosplay. 90% of my cosplays are bought, and the other 10% are made by somebody else. So, part of which is Andrea. She has made some of my cosplays. So, and they're beautiful. But yeah.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic advice.
Thank you. I try sometimes,
Well, if you're going to only try sometimes, on our show is the perfect sometimes.
We love it.
Very unbiased opinion.
I'm in costume, so like my confidence is like way up here. So
I feel that real hard.
Mm-hmm. It really is funny how like it does not matter what costume it is. As soon as I suit up, like I'm a completely different person.
Same.
Well, where can we find you out on the internet?
So the easiest way is just look up this, because I am Hunter Chick on almost everything. Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. If you want to add me on Xbox, go right ahead. I'm also on Steam with the same name. So, but yeah, if you ever want to find me, just look up Hunter Chick and I will be there. And if you don't see me, then report them, because I feel like that's identity theft, because I am Hunter Chick. This is me. So, yeah. And it is Leet Speak.
Yes.
So
for people on audio, it's HUNT3RCH1CK.
Yep.
And to find any of us cosplay baristas, you just go to linktree.com/cosplay cafe podcast. It's Cosplay Cafe podcast. Got to remember to put podcast on there because someone else stole our idea. I mean, not really stole. There's
so many cosplay cafes,
but still,
I noticed
this is
that
the
when
one
I was tagging you guys. I was like, oh no, it's the podcast one. Like, how dare they steal this? That's
right. Rude.
Right.
I know.
But
Before
we go, I really want to make sure we get a chance to talk about Kelly's Indiegogo for the Scorcher audiobook. So Kelly, take it away.
All right. Well, I am going to play the ad, but before I play the ad, so we are at 45% of the goal. And basically, this is my passion project. right now is making my first book into an audiobook. Hopefully the whole trilogy will become audiobooks. I'm working with my friends Kansas Badu and Chris Jowers. Pretty much all of us know Chris Jowers and love him.
Yes.
He's so
Jowers is the
talented.
best.
They're both talented. So I'm working with them to be my narrators, and the Indiegogo is pretty much so I can pay them what they're worth, because narrators, the fair rate for them is not cheap, as it should be, because it's a lot of work, right?
Yes.
So I love audiobooks, and I really want to bring my books to this format for so many reasons. So I'm going to roll my ad. Please consider contributing. We have perks at almost every level, starting at $10. If you contribute at the $5 level, I will thank you on the website, and you'll still be helping this project get made. But then there's tangible perks starting at the $10 level. So it's pretty exciting. So thank you everyone for watching. I'm
Sticking around.
Iris took me when I was a kid.
Wrong ad.
Whoops.
Hey there, I am Kelly Guentner, also known as Kelly Edwards, and this video is about Scorcher, the audiobook Indiegogo campaign. Scorcher is about Aiden, who is a superpowered woman who was recruited by a shadowy criminal organization when she was a child. Aiden wants out of the business when she falls in love with Marty, who's secretly a superhero. This is a story about love, redemption, the dangers of keeping secrets, and of course, superheroes and supervillains. We're raising the funding via Indiegogo to bring the story to life as an audiobook, and so I've selected passages to show off my amazing narrators and their talents. So enjoy.
Aiden had always imagined flying to be more exhilarating than this. Instead of soaring through the air with nothing else to do but enjoy the view, she was bogged down with memories as her life raced through her thoughts. As the icy expanse below rushed up to meet her, Christmases and birthdays and lazy Sundays flew through her mind, occasionally punctuated by the dying screams of her parents. She'd come a long way from being that little girl that was once found in the ashes of the family home, but there were times when she felt just as lost as she had then. She pulled the cord on her backpack, and a sharp tug yanked through her body. The echoes of laughter and snatches of screams disappeared once the ground's ascent slowed. Her mind cleared, and the past retreated to the hidden corner of her thoughts as she lightly touched to the ground. Once again, there was only this moment, only this reality. All that remained was the mission. This was as it should be.
Now it was his job to back up Fantôme, one of his teammates, while she delivered the virus to the scientist. Speaking of the heroine, the woman with silvery hair and a ghost-like complexion approached him through the woods. She gave him a terse but polite nod. "Good to see you, Chill." "You too, Fantôme, though I'll be happier when this is all over with." "I'm sure you'll feel safer once the virus is destroyed. Are you sure you can trust this scientist of yours?" "I'm sure. The champion wouldn't have sent us to him if he didn't believe he could be trusted." Beside him, he thought he heard a chuckle. He looked over at Fantôme in surprise, but her face showed no signs of laughter. A hot sensation collided with Chill's back. It spread through his veins, and his skin prickled in pain. He groaned and received a fist to the gut. He fell backwards, his skin still tingling in pain. A flash of white light filled his eyes, and another pulse of heat impacted him. He tried to control the twitching from the second impact and directed a wall of ice at his attackers. Fantôme's face bent over him, melting into a tan skin tone, her hair darkening to a jet black. She reached into his suit and retrieved the vial. "Trust is for the naive."
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at.
Cosplay Cafe is sponsored by whatcosplay.com, which is your one-stop shop for quality costumes and cosplay supplies. So click on the link in our show notes to get a 20% off discount. Or not, if you hate saving money. I don't know you, I don't know your life. Clicking on the link does help support our show, so you know what? Just do the thing. Do the thing.